Hi, my name is Brittnee Boone, and I'm a junior at Stillwater High School, and this is my story. I grew up in a very Christian home because my parents are missionaries, so I came to Christ when I was very young, and I've had a personal relationship with my Savior for a very long time. And because of that, I sort of had a perfect life, and I was very sheltered, and I had all these great Christian friends, great Christian extended family, and I never had anybody die around me. I never had any family problems. It was just all great. And so I thought I was doing everything right because of that, and I was told that. I was told that I was a perfect kid and all that stuff. And so when I hit middle school, I met one of my best friends, Jessica, and she was just so self-confident in her faith, which I was, but I guess I never exerted it or wasn't really bold enough in it to where people would just know. And so I wanted to be what she was. I wanted to have that confidence, that self-assurance in my faith. And so I began to ask all these questions. I began to get all this knowledge because I had this fear of not being able to be confident enough, not being able to have enough information to talk if somebody questioned my faith or questioned my religion or anything like that. And so I began to gather as much information I could. I began to question any doubt I had and make sure that I was assured and all this stuff. So I went to the Old Testament and I found a story, and it's the story of Esther. And the story of Esther completely represents my best friend Jessica, and that is Esther's confidence. And Esther realized she had confidence in her faith and became bold when she stood up to her husband, the king of Persia. And she knew that her people were about to be massacred, and so she decided she needed to let the king know so something could be done. But if she was to go into the court, she would be killed. And so there was a huge risk, but she decided to ignore that and just go for her people and for her love of her Lord. And so she went into the court and was spared by the king and ended up saving the Jews. And what that says to me is I can be confident in my faith even if I'm not confident in myself, because I know God is there. And I can help people and I can be a leader, and I don't necessarily have to be that as my personality, but I know I can be it because I have Jesus. And that was a very good example to me, and I see it every day too, because I see it in my best friend Jessica, and I see it in my parents, and it's such an example to me, and I'm so grateful to have them. I'm Brittnee Boone, and I used to think that the Old Testament was his story, but now I realize that his story is my story.